Hello, welcome to my son different. I think that I think that the smartest thing that we should cover today are myths, fairy tales, about the red pill, about things that we discuss, dispel some of those rumors and gossip. And for me, that's very important. Growing up, there was a lot of competition in the, you know, in the, you know, in the, I guess, in the career world where I was competing with feminists and it was really hard for me. And now like there's a lot of women that think that I'm I'm trying to compete with them and I'm not, and it's kind of hard to navigate through you know through all the nonsense, the lies, because being talked about is something that you know I've always had to overcome. I don't want clout that started in ancient history to come up and bite me in the rear. I'd like to dispel a bunch of myths, and one of them is that I'm a feminist, and I'm not. And I wouldn't be here if I was. Like, we just ended up being here, and it was natural. It wasn't something that was pushed, it wasn't something that was forced. And I think for this space, it's a very proactive situation. There's so many there's so many things to drag you down out there. Not just harm reputations, but also um, give a wrong impression and irritate, you know, this organization of extreme concepts that, you know, don't really need validation from anybody. We're not that. We've gone through so many things. We've gone through MRAs. We've gone through um, the label of misogyny. That was the most recent one, and there was also a movement where people were claiming that feminists, could help men. Um, Liberal feminists could help men, and that was a big part of the an era, you know, of sexual liberation. And I really don't want to get my talking points mixed in with a sexual feminist talking point, because I'm not a feminist. If you've seen things surface with my face in them, definitely that was me. But am I feminist? No, I'm not. I'm not competing with another feminist. I'm not even, that's not me. Um, yeah, a lot of how I got here is a major component of who I am today. And let me tell you, when you get pushed back for something that you just thought of, guys, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And there's a lot of people that claim to be a part of this, but they're actually not. I've been here for a long time, and I've never seen a female leader. I've never seen a female, period. The women in the space, you know, they're they they can claim that they're red pill, or they can claim they're part of the manosphere, and I can tell you the truth. Is it for me to speak on? Well, kind of, because I've been here since day one, and I was one of the first people that got called manosphere, and that was right after I left the beauty community. Um, so when people come up to you and they're like, "Hey, you know what? We just we just were noticing you, and we recognized you, and they're we think that you're a very kind person," and they kept pushing me, and these people had nothing to do with the red pill. That people are seeing the good things, and for you to throw a name out there just because it's popping, just because these people are rich, because they have wealthy ideologies, it's not fair to the people who started um, doing this and working at this and striving for success. Because back when I was coming up, it wasn't easy at all. Just as much people notice you, just as much haters. And a lot of times I was mixed in with the feminists because, like I said, my close circle had feminists in them. It's not like you can just pick and choose who you're around when you're growing up, or you're being raised, or you're influenced as a child. It's just gonna be whoever's gonna be. You don't get to pick things like that, especially as a kid. So yeah, people thought, oh well, she's gonna be a politician and she's gonna advocate for feminists, and that's the competition. And I'm not. I'm not. And for people to sit here and say that, you know, they were claiming manosphere before the actual manosphere came, well, that's a lie. The manosphere was something that we are nicknamed. None of us claim to be manosphere. And now, this term is being used, but we never used it before. And as a matter of fact, when it's used, it was usually generally used as a derogatory term, because people who were affectionate towards us and, pushing us and telling us, you know what, you guys got to keep going. You guys got to do this because, we're all supportive of you. You know, they called us a manosphere. Red Pill is one. We are one group of like-minded people. We are one, one thought, one one movement. There's no room. There's zero room for error. There's zero room for clout. There's no room for drama. I see you, and you're pushing, and you're trying to bully everybody and bring everybody and drag our names. And let me tell you, all that drama is gonna get drowned out. It's gonna get drowned out by this. It's gonna get drowned out by who we are, our image. Or it's gonna get drowned out by our talking points. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is that everybody watching is gonna succeed, and they're gonna keep going, and they're gonna learn, and they're gonna have the capacity to move forward and push forward with their thoughts and ideas, and their this lifestyle and the happiness it brings them is just gonna drive them towards success. And all that clout and all that drama and all that bullying that your group does is just gonna drown out. It's just going to drown out by the light that we shine, that we can shine, that shines on us. It's just going to drown out. All you're going to be is bucking up and talking hard. That's at the end of the day. Only weak, soft, sensitive people would destroy other people's minds merely for the purpose and big talking points of a bully. So troll all you want, but at the end of the day, we know what you are and we know who you are. Throw everybody under the bus that you need to throw under, but we are one group. We don't advocate for division. We don't separate, and we don't promote disorganization. That's one thing we don't do. And it's funny because you guys keep posting videos and self snitching, so it's like it's an obvious thing. Like I said, some people will do anything for money. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna keep doing what I do because I know who I am, and I know that what I promote is nothing but positivity in the minds of others. And like I said, the only validation that I got ever was, that the manosphere was was you know giving a positive light to men around the world. I don't need, a lumberjack, you know, with red hair, slanging, you know, nationalism from some island off Europe, to promote whatever I'm talking about. I don't want you guys to feel like you're less than because somebody's talking about um, one of us, or you know talking behind your back, or trying to drown out your beliefs and values and foundations, because it it's gonna give them giggles at the end of the day. So, and they waste their time filming these things, and it's kind of frustrating, but at the same time, I understand. It's added entertainment in the world, but really it's a clown show. It's a freak show. And a lot of us say, they have the talking points, of a stray dog. There's so many people with actual something, to say that I could say wasn't very negative at all. And you know, and we lost them, and a lot of people, they aspire to and esteem to be something better than, and I will never in a million years promote, you know, the degradation um, of that. I think that us being here and just being ourselves, um, you know, also being on point with what we're trying to say and saying, and you know doing our hardest to 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 get this stuff out there. And I don't want to sit here and let people criticize and drag the whole group down. I feel like we're part of a social circle. The red pill is a movement. So many people are gonna gain from it. They're gonna get light shined on them that they never got before. And that, to me, it's telling. You know, it's telling. Look how far I got, and it took a lot to get here. So that's why it's so important to me that you know, um, you know, all my friends, you know, they all they ever wanted was just to be accepted and to succeed at helping somebody, or to make this world better. And I understand where they're coming from, a hateful heart, but also those are my boys. What are you doing? You know, it's kind of childish. But here we are, and you know what? We ain't going nowhere. Where am I going? Like, trolls don't just come in one package. Like, behind the keyboard is a face of various. With that said, I'm gonna end this show, and thank you for joining me. And hopefully next time it'll be a positive show, and continue doing great things. See you guys. Bye bye.